Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw at Sexton. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in the hands.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Here's the handoff. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sexton. Trying to find the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Working on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
that's a great example of quarterbacks trusting their targets when throwing vertically down the field. There are a lot of quarterbacks that might have shied away from that throw because on the corner route, that receiver was covered, but this QB knew. I've practiced with this guy. We've been in games before, and I know if I just give him a shot, if I can just put it somewhere within his catch radius, this guy is athletic enough to go up and make a big play for me, and you saw that confidence on that.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the back. Finding an escape route. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off. That's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Miami, 7, Louisville, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the inside. Thrust that arm out.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Through the air, it's Sexton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll run it again. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
No, 100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that likes to win. So if you want to continue to punt in these situations, you're probably going to continue to lose.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Sexton. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be changing the route. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be third and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air, it's Sexton. Quick completion on the out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give from the gun. Plows through the defense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cardinals come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converts on fourth down, still going. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Leaves it with the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Sexton. Just a short pass to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Going for the marker on the ground. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Rides to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
The Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give out of the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense in press coverage. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rifles it down the middle.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They go to the ground. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone.
Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions. The offense